How's the young squad look tonight?
Good. Obviously, we had a good first period, and said Nolan and I wanted to come down. I was actually down here on Wednesday too. I wanted to come down quietly, see the boys play, and we had a chance to speak to them before the game and the coaching staff. And you know, it's obviously a very important piece to our future and the Buffalo Sabres organization. So we wanted to come down and say hello and shake the guys' hands and let them know we're here to support them. And they're our bloodline, they're our lifeline to the big leagues, and support how we develop our players down here and get them prepared for playing for the Buffalo Sabres. So it's all part of it. We wanted to come down and say hello.
Obviously, you knew a little bit about the team. What have you learned since you've been here the last 2 weeks?
Well, we're pretty deep. There's, you know, I feel like 8 days, like 80 days has been a lot to handle, and I've enjoyed it. Getting to know a lot of people, getting to know a lot of how things are working, and meeting people in different areas, just assessing and analyzing top to bottom. I've heard wonderful things about Rochester and the Amherst, the history and the tradition. I was just talking to Jody Gage. I remember when Jody Gage came up and played a game up in Buffalo. So it's rich in tradition, and we're proud to be associated with them. And we look forward to a long future of developing hockey players and the next great hockey players that come join the Buffalo Sabres organization.
Half the battle is developing players by getting them a chance to play up in Buffalo. You've got Adam and McNabb up there right now. How are they enjoying it?
Well, I thought we had a good period and a half, and I like both those prospects. We're going to get the chance. We've got some that we sent down here that we like also. Just getting the feel of the team and the coaching staff, and you know, we're really fortunate that it's only an hour and 10 minutes away. That we can have this kind of proximity for the big club. You know, every part, whether it's, you know, you look at transactions, you look at free agency, player movement, but drafting players, developing players is the core to your success. And Rochester is going to play a big part in our success in the future.
Do you have a specific time table for that?
I'm in the process right now. There's really not a timetable, but I'm interviewing. I had a shorter list, and I've since probably added some candidates, but no set stone timetable. When I have a chance to meet that right general manager, it's going to be the right fit for our organization. I'd rather take the time to make sure they're that right person for many years to come. So, but I am in the process of meeting potential candidates.
Have you had an interview yet?
Yes, I have. I've actually, I made a promise that I wouldn't share names and timetables, but I have had meetings already. I started on Monday.
Did you have any here Wednesday?
I didn't have any. I kind of came in and decided that the team, Teddy was out in Philadelphia with the team, and I wanted to come down here with Joe. We came down that night. I just wanted to quietly just see how things were going, and sometimes it's good to just kind of come down, and I'll do that in the future, and hopefully that you won't notice me here, but it's always good to kind of just kind of assess things, and I like what I'm seeing tonight. I like the energy and the effort and the execution right now, the way the players are playing. So but we're going to have close ties. We'll be in constant contact, and I think what's really important is your farm system has to mirror and really be seamless to your big league, to our Sabres team. And so what's going to be happening at the NHL level is going to have to be taught in the same style, and the same work ethic, and the same types of practices. So when a player gets called up, there's no confusion. They know exactly what's expected down here. They know what's expected up at the Buffalo Sabres side of it. So we'll make sure that happens. We're in the process. Things take a little bit of time. We're approaching it with a smart and patient approach, but we're also going to put things in place to make sure there's a real connection between Rochester and Buffalo.
There's also an evaluation for the coaching staff here as well.
Well, I would say that we're just evaluating everything, and you know, what's important is just for the players to go play right now, and the coaches to coach. And, you know, it's obviously off to a really good start. And, you know, I think everybody deserves a chance and an opportunity first, and then you can assess and evaluate. But I think that goes for every part of the hockey operations business right now. We're looking at everything and meeting people and finding out where we're going to put people in place and where we might need to make changes and where we might need to not make changes. So, but we'll get it there, we'll get it right. And that part of it is you have to take a little bit more of a patient approach to get to know your people.
What would you say the veterans here are in helping develop the younger roster Hall of Famers that
They're so important. Just like the veterans at the National Hockey League level, the Sabres, you know, your core players are going to help, along with the coaches, that bring those younger players on. And you know what? When I was with the New York Islanders, a lot of players, they had to spend time. They had to learn how to become a pro. It's not that easy. It doesn't happen overnight. That's why, you know, this development process, it takes time. And you really, it's one thing drafting players, but if you're not developing them properly, it has to go hand in hand. And that's something of all areas, top to bottom, have to be in place. And that's why we're going to rely on this organization, we're going to rely on Rochester to really be that breeding ground for the next great Buffalo Sabres in the future.
Part of the type of guys they have here at work, like Ellen, big man, veteran. I mean, where do you stand on?
Well, first thing I was very impressed with him. I heard that he bought a box here for the community to donate. And I thought, you know, I noticed that he made a pretty nice pass out there for a goal, and he also is a guy who cares about this community. I think character is the number one thing that we'll be looking at. The character of a player, the character of a person. That's the most important thing you try to build your core around. Character is a big part of that, and we'll be judging and assessing and analyzing, like I said, all areas and all levels of this organization.